No weaknesses, all the offense. Here we go.
We'll get to their opponents in a second. That's Jessie Irvine. She will put it in play. Let's play pickleball. And last, Christian Alshon is the fourth player on court in a very interesting situation as Leigh Waters' mom coaches both, obviously, her daughter and Christian Alshon. I think family blood will rule here. That is absolutely beautiful from Jessie Irvine.
Just a set-up, consistent right-side player as Jessie Irvine finding offense up the middle.
Side out.
Yeah, well, 1 out of 2 on her offensive cracks.
0-2-1.
And Lee's like, I got that shot.
Well, she tested Christian Alshon on the first point of the match, and she did not hold back a couple points later.
1-2-1. Second serve.
Great put-away power from Jessie Irvine. Also a very smart player. Loves her patterns, loves her structure, and one of the more consistent strikers of the pickleball out here.
That got all sorts of crazy halfway through, and then you saw an Ernie with Jessie Irvine standing on the side of the kitchen there.
2-2-2.
Tied up at 2 here. We play games to 11, win by 2. And that stays in from Ben.
Point.
Dave, that's not supposed to stay in. That's from a low position on a one-handed backhand that he rolls with topspin, drops it just inside the baseline.
Oh, my goodness. Christian slides to the right. AL dub down the line.
Yeah, that was slippery. She really did a nice job of dropping her paddle head, which confused Christian Alshon on his counterattack. He was not there.
Wow, and inside out, and that's twice. Alshon's been caught with his hand in the cookie jar in the middle. Everything's going to the other side, and even Waters. So the whole family's here getting involved in this, and they are off to a rip-roaring start.
Yeah, early offense is the name of the game in this match, and I expect to see more of the same. We've even seen it from Jessie Irvine, known more of a consistent, as more of a consistent player.
Second serve.
Yeah, that's that tough court positioning from Jessie Irvine in the mid-court. You want to be tight to the kitchen line when possible.
Great read from Alshon to see that Johns was not in a really comfortable position.
Yeah, he's so athletic, and some friendly fire off the Johns paddle up into the chin and cheek area. Yeah, that's a good decision from Ben Johns on the first volley to go behind Christian Alshon. When Jessie Irvine drives from the back of the court, Christian's going to look to squeeze the middle.
And there's the best poacher in all of pickleball, 17-year-old Leigh Waters flying over there with the two-handed backhand thing of beauty.
Yep, and Ben can do it too, but I would like to see them return to Leigh to keep her out of the middle. So good.
Look at that wild inside out from Jessie Irvine, and in full stretch so she didn't have a kitchen violation.
Yeah, amazing angle from her, and kind of a half Ernie on the corner of the kitchen. Difficult position.
Kitchen, of course, is where you see the Humana logo. It's a place where you are not allowed to volley the ball out of the air. You can certainly jump over it, go around it. We've seen some of that already here today.
Second serve.
So if you hear one of us call an Ernie, that's when you jump over it. Perfectly legal. Can hit it out of the air.
Side out. 6-3-1.
Wow, Alshon, good restraint there.
Yeah, ambitious attack from Leigh Waters, and Jessie Irvine at the kitchen line, not staying cross court, moving the ball around all over. Not surprising, but an interesting development nonetheless.
So one big difference here is stacking is what you see, where you'll see Christian Alshon run all the way across to get in their preferred positioning. They will not do that when Jessie is returning. That is just beautiful from Alshon.
Yeah, great defense and from the one seeds, and Jessie Irvine started the fire again, and a couple shots later, Christian Alshon doing his thing, showing off his power and his placement.
So what's the reason people stack here, Adam? Why do they do this?
We have all right-handers on the court. Much easier to be aggressive from the left side of the court with your forehand in the middle.
Just like that, you mean?
Just like that, exactly right. It's a great alignment, even in gender doubles, meaning men's and women's, but especially in mixed doubles with the fella on the left.
Beautiful response from Ben John. So the interesting thing here is Jessie Irvine does not believe in unwinding the stack, so she will not switch. So you will see her stay on the left side here. She doesn't want to run into a problem. And that is the alarm clock call of our head referee, Don Stanley, who caught Leigh Waters. You cannot have even a piece of your foot on that kitchen line that's part of the kitchen or the no volley zone, and that is a fault.
I think it says a lot where this game is headed, to more aggression early in the point and power, that Jessie Irvine is pulling triggers and ripping the ball early or midway through game one now.
Great read, bad execution from Alshon, because Irvine, to your prior point, known as more of a finesse player.
A controlled, consistent player, and she's showing the fireworks early. Yeah, rare miss on the dink out wide. He loves that shot from the middle of the court. Put pressure on the right side player, pulling them out wide. And we've seen Ben create offense even in the beginning of this first game from a low position. That one a bit too much.
Short serve, side out.
So that is a fault on the serve. If you do hit the net and it clears the kitchen, then you get a reserve, but that one landed in the kitchen, so that is a fault.
And there's the athleticism of Christian Alshon. It's just a small shuffle and then a lunge step, and he is completely in front of his partner and doing damage.
Great serve from Ben Johns right on the line. We play all the way through to this exact round here, the semifinals, and then the finals are held on Sunday. Ben has already clinched a spot in the singles final.
Side out.
Some mixed results with Lee's offense. I expect it to continue, though. She really likes to pull the trigger
5-9-1.
when she has a male in front of her. And one of the great things about this sport is the ladies are very close on par with the fellas, and she can beat so many guys out here. I don't blame her at all for looking for offense regardless of the discipline that we're playing.
Another rope down the line from Irvine, and Alshon just a little late on the poach.
Yeah, he's looked for some offense in the middle at the right times, just a little out of his strike zone extended on some of those chances.
And you mentioned she might continue to fire away.
I did.
Game point.
She's had a couple mixed results. I believe it's about 4-2, though. The odds are in her favor in game one.
And here we go. Game point for the top seed. And on a missed return, that will do it. So Leigh Waters and Ben Johns continue their dominant performance here today in Austin.
The official ball of the PPA Tour.
Welcome back, everybody. Game 2 set to start here. It's best 2 out of 3 all the way to the finals, and Leigh Waters will get us going.
It's a great way to start from the team on the near end with a big Christian Alshon forehand. Going to need more of that after a very well-rounded performance from the one seeds in game one.
I mean, these dudes are putting these ladies in awkward spots. They come flying over, and then they don't take the ball. Like, you can look at that.
Side out.
Yeah, nice job, Ben, pulling that dink out wide and then finding something he could take out of the air to take Christian Alshon's time away.
Oh, Leigh got too cute there, and after a gorgeous drop from Ben Johns.
Yeah, just rip it, Leigh. I think she was looking for that deceptive highlight, real shot.
Point.
Yeah, a couple awkward swings from Jessie Irvine off returns on the short hop in game one. Same thing applies in the mid-court on that particular point.
1-0-2. Side out.
Yeah, nice power from Jessie Irvine. We love it when the ball goes above her shoulders because she whips through with as much pace.
Second serve.
Same lady. That's just one you got to make. This is a team you've got to get the third shots, which are so important here in pickleball to give you a chance to get to the line.
Yeah, and I think you're right, Dave. And it's different if they put pressure with the return, but if they just lay that return in, it's a ball that needs to be made at a very high clip.
1-1-2.
Caught a flyer there, so a little gift giving here in March.
A couple quality backhands from Ben.
2-1-2.
One of the more wild swings on the forehand side we'll see.
I mean, Alshon did everything he could, and he got beat.
Yeah, that point sums up why they're the one seed as good as any point. It's when they're in trouble, they somehow get out of it and then find some offense on the counterattack to finish.
Second serve.
Ben, you're not listening. I said no.
Yeah, Anna Leigh tries to call him off, but sometimes when that ball is coming with so much pace, you can't get your body or your paddle out of the way.
Man, that is great. There's a little showdown baiting, and I'm going to go, and that's that reach of Alshon. So good.
And a couple of nice
3-1-1
slow shots from Jessie Irvine to get forward up to the kitchen as well. Yeah, it's definitely
second serve.
A situation where you can't be all soft or all power. You have to have a little bit of both.
3-1-2.
Great look from the kitchen sink.
Side out.
And the singles prowess of these two players. Great deep returns. That's the key in pickleball.
1-3-1.
So down 2.
Point.
Yeah, that's that tough spot for the ladies. The guys need to come over. They need to put pressure. But there's always a threshold of going too far.
Second serve.
Some nice high backhand put away power from Jessie Irvine and a nice angle paired with the pace.
2-3-2. Side out.
Well, Ben didn't listen to Anna Leigh earlier, and Christian Alshon listened to Jessie Irvine on that call.
3-2-1.
That was screamed right in his ear. Wow, what a serve.
Second
Man,
serve.
they got out of jail there. They were way ahead in the point where Alshon and Irvine.
Yeah, with that kind of serve, you're going to win the point 75–80% of the time. Not this time, though.
Yeah. See the great footwork of Anna Leigh Waters there. That comes from her soccer background. She could have played a very high level. I think she chose wisely, though, sticking to the pickle.
2-3-1. Second serve.
Yeah, the old turn sideways and whip through on the backhand side when she's going for that shot. She's feeling good.
Wow, we had a little bit of everything there. We saw an ATP or around the post, which is perfectly legal here in pickleball. Watching as the top players in the world battle for a spot for a gold.
Yeah, it's a tough pull against most of the players, but when it's Ben Johns from that part of the court, you got to be soft from that position. You got to get to the kitchen line if you want to be offensive. Mid-court offense is hard to find.
Yeah, I think the one difference, we don't really have no man's land like tennis, but there's places to look for offense and not.
2-3-1.
Yeah, it's the land of opportunity in pickleball. You need to be there. In tennis, you don't want any part of no man's land. In pickleball, you are going to be forced to play from that spot at some amount of frequency.
Oh, that rode the rail but doesn't come over. And again, you see the dedication to not switching when the opportunity is there. They want to not run into a problem. Alshon will come flying across, though.
Yeah, and to touch on what we talked about a couple points ago, that's one of Ben Johns' biggest tips to players on the cusp of possibly getting into pro pickleball is comfort level in the midcourt.
Ben's happy to just grind out some backhand dinks all day long.
Yeah, and Jessie Irvine's so good at the structure and the patterns, as I mentioned, but I'm going to have to take Ben if they just get into a cross-court battle up at the kitchen line.
Side out.
That was an interesting paddle position from Alshon, able to get the ball down at the feet of Leigh Waters right from his chest. Well done.
3-5-1.
Just a little too eager there, Mr. Alshon.
Yeah, he was charging forward off of a slice drive almost. An interesting pattern that he got into right there. You got to stay back and wait for a better opportunity.
That was a very rough drop shot right there from Ben.
Rough might be nice.
Yeah.
4-5-2. Side out.
I heard Jessie talking to herself there. She knows her role here is
5-4-1.
make balls, give Alshon a chance to really find that defense to offense.
A little short exchange as Ben John's coming in hot forward. And there's a big difference between an unforced error and a forced error. And when your opponent hits a plain shot and you don't come up with it, that can't happen at this level.
And just, you think, oh, this is pretty close. Alshon and Irvine playing well. They're down 3, and they're staring at a server on a 1. And the lob drop shot combo, beautifully executed from Alshon.
Yes, topspin lob and a topspin drop shot that Ben can't get a clean crack at. That is a nice combination from Christian.
Point.
Yeah, there's that patented one-handed roll from Ben Johns from a low position. Not a lot of players out here can create offense from that spot.
I mean, just flying across the court, full extension. Leigh Waters able to create the chaos. And
at Pickleball Central, we're all about you.
Your pickleball journey.
We've got the largest selection of
paddles, nets,
shoes,
balls,
accessories,
and more.
The lowest prices
guaranteed.
Find it cheaper somewhere else?
We'll match it.
Don't love it?
Send it back.
Our world-class customer service.
We'll take care of you.
Plus, every dollar you spend
earns you discounts on future orders.
For all your pickleball needs,
trust the experts.
The experts.
We're here for you.
Pickleball Central.
Welcome back, everybody. 2 points from a shot at the title here.
Side out.
Man, he moves forward very well. Christian Alshon does, as he was not in the best position after that shot, and he got all the way up to force Leigh into a tough one.
Just can't win from back there.
You can't. The odds are not in your favor. Tight to the kitchen line is just the play in this sport.
Side out.
Another tough spot in the land of missed opportunity right there.
Yeah, I couldn't have said it better myself.
9-4-1.
Wow, and that thing just took a rough bounce for Jessie Irvine, and that takes us to match point for Waters and Johns.
10-4-1. Second serve.
Just comes up short, second try here.
Couple oohs, couple ahs from the crowd there.
They love net courts.
10-4-2.
It's like fireworks. Big swing from Leigh Waters. Tried to walk it off with that one, but found the net. So Irvine and Alshon, this is like basketball, make it, take it. You can make big runs in pickleball. They just got to find their best stuff right now. And a beautiful matrix move from Ben Johns there. Scream from Leigh Waters. He listened that time.
He did. That was right at the moneymaker. He got the face out of the way. What a shot right there.
And don't do anything, do Irvine and Alshon. So match point number 3 for the top seeds. And why not finish it with Leigh Waters on the left side of the court? They showed you right there why they are the best team in the world, playing brilliantly, on point. When the opportunity was there, they took advantage of it, and they win in a convincing fashion.
Well, Alshon and Irvine came out with a specific game plan, but you had all the answers for what they were bringing. What do you think that their game plan was moving into this match?
Yeah, I felt like Jessie does what she usually does. She makes a lot of drops, makes all of her dings, her blocks. You know, she just kind of is a great role player on the right side. Christian served big, drove big, attacked a lot of balls. So looking to get some errors, or some forced errors at least, off of being aggressive. So, I mean, it was a good game plan for sure. But I guess when Leigh starts firing first, then you always have a problem.
Well, guys, the wind is swirling down here. It's kind of chilly conditions. We've also got a brand new official ball this year. How is that playing out here on the court?
Well, I hadn't hit with it until this tournament. And then coming into the tournament, I was just, don't think about it. It looks the same, so it must be the same, right? I thought I played pretty similarly. I didn't notice a difference.
All right, well, guys, you have an unbeatable and undefeated season so far. You actually haven't lost since February of last year in Mesa, or haven't lost a title since then. What is the team going to have to do to take you down on Sunday?
Well, I don't really know the answer exactly, but I'm hoping nobody figures it out. You know, we just play our games and play the best we can. Got a stud of a partner, and just happy to have her, and hopefully we got a lot more wins to go.
All right, guys, good luck on Sunday.